Salem, a town where every whispered secret hides a dangerous truth. Where friends can turn into enemies in the blink of an eye. And where one young woman's instincts could unravel a scheme that's been months in the making. Tonight, the spotlight falls on Holly Jonas. Is she about to expose Sophia Choi's biggest lie? And if she does, will Salem ever be the same? Let's dive deep into the drama of Days of Our Lives. Holly Jonas never imagined herself in the role of an investigator. Her life was supposed to be simple now, rekindling her romance with Tate Black, focusing on her own happiness, and leaving the drama to someone else. But love has a way of pulling you into the fire. And when you see someone you care about being torn apart from the inside, you can't just look away. She has watched Tate crumble under the weight of unanswered questions. Questions about a child who may carry his blood, a child he has never seen, never touched, a child who exists in the shadows of Sophia Choi's story. For weeks, Tate has been fed nothing but silence and vague assurances. And Sophia, once Holly's confidant, the girl she shared secrets and dreams with, keeps spinning the same polished tale. She had a baby girl. The adoption was clean. There are no skeletons in the closet. But Holly's instincts whisper something different, something darker. And instincts in Salem are rarely wrong. Holly's suspicion doesn't come from nowhere. It's born from a wound that never fully healed, a wound carved into her life by the story of her own mother, Nicole Walker. Years ago, Nicole was robbed of her newborn child in a way that still haunts Salem. Her arms were empty before she could even memorize her baby's face. And the cruelest twist? She was told her child had died. Holly grew up under the shadow of that lie. She saw how it poisoned trust, how it turned joy into grief, and how it carved deep scars into Nicole's heart, scars that time could never erase. Now, the echoes of that nightmare are creeping into her own life. No, Sophia's story isn't identical to Nicole's, but the patterns are eerily familiar. A birth surrounded by secrecy. A story that doesn't quite fit. A mother, real or not, who isn't telling the whole truth. And with each passing day, the alarm bells in Holly's mind grow louder. Once suspicion takes root, it's impossible to ignore. Every conversation Holly has with Sophia feels rehearsed. Every answer is too smooth, too perfect, like a script written to hide the real story. When Tate asks about the night of the birth, Sophia's eyes dart away. She shifts the topic. She laughs it off. And when cornered, she repeats the same short, calculated phrases, word for word. To Holly, it's like watching a friend vanish behind a mask. The girl she once trusted with her deepest secrets now feels like a stranger guarding something huge. Her loyalty is cracking. She doesn't want to betray someone who was once like family, but the man she loves is drowning in heartbreak. So Holly begins to quietly collect information. She listens when she's not meant to. She watches when Sophia thinks no one's paying attention. And with each new detail, one truth becomes clear: something is terribly, dangerously wrong. The change in Holly and Sophia's relationship is no longer subtle, it's glaring. Once, they shared inside jokes that only best friends understood, their laughter spilling out like it would never end. Now, the air between them is thick, heavy, almost hostile. The smiles they give each other feel brittle, like glass that could shatter with the wrong word. Conversations stall mid-sentence, and the warmth in Sophia's eyes has been replaced by a calculating glint. Sophia can feel it. Holly's trust is slipping away. But instead of reaching out to mend what's broken, she pivots to something far more dangerous: winning Tate back at any cost. It's not a direct assault. No, Sophia is too clever for that. She works in shadows, a lingering touch on Tate's arm, a whispered memory meant only for him, a subtle reminder of what they once had. At the same time, she plants tiny seeds of doubt in Holly's mind. Casual remarks that question Tate's loyalty, innuendos that suggest his heart isn't truly hers. It's a slow, poisonous game, one that could destroy not just a romance, but 3 lives, unless Holly moves first. Meanwhile, under the same roof, a silent wildcard watches the drama unfold, Sarah Horton Kuriakis. Sarah carries a truth that could crack this entire story wide open. She knows exactly what happened with Tessero. She's promised Sophia that her door is always open, that she'll listen without judgment if Sophia ever needs to talk. It's a promise made in kindness, but kindness can be dangerous when secrets are involved. Because all it might take is one bad day, one moment when Sophia's guilt becomes too heavy to bear. A glass of wine, a late-night talk, and suddenly Sarah could be the keeper of the confession that changes everything. And Holly? She's close enough, living in the same house, hearing the creak of the floorboards, the murmur of voices through a thin wall. One accidental overhear, one sentence caught mid-whisper, could be the spark that ignites the truth. Days of Our Lives spoilers tease that Holly's quiet investigation will one day pay off, and when it does, the truth will detonate like a bomb in Salem. The lie Sophia has clung to for so long is not just a small deception, it's the core of her entire story. She didn't give birth to a baby girl. It was a boy who may very well be Tate Black's son. All it might take is one slip of the tongue, a careless moment when Sophia forgets who she's talking to, or an overheard confession when she thinks no one's listening. If Holly catches that one detail, she will hold the key to everything, to ending Sophia's charade, to reuniting a father with the son he never knew, and to changing the lives of everyone involved forever. But in Salem, the truth is never free, and exposing it could make Holly the next target in a dangerous game. If Holly dares to rip away Sophia's mask, the aftershocks will be felt in every corner of Salem. For Tate, it would be life-changing. Overnight, he could go from grief and confusion to holding the son he never knew existed. But that joy would come with a tidal wave of questions. Why was he kept away? Who decided he didn't deserve to know? For Sophia, it would be ruin. Whatever scraps of trust she still clings to would disintegrate. Every relationship, every alliance she's built would collapse under the weight of her deception. Salem's whispers would turn into a roar, her name dragged through every conversation in the town square. But the questions don't stop there. If there really is a baby boy out there, where is he? Whose arms has he been growing up in? And how far is Sophia willing to go to keep him hidden? In Salem, secrets like this don't stay buried without a price. And Holly is about to discover just how high that price can be. Right now, Holly is walking a razor's edge. Every clue she uncovers, every step she takes toward the truth, risks forcing Sophia into a corner. And in Salem, a cornered Demera, or anyone tied to that legacy, doesn't just defend themselves, they strike back. Holly knows she's in dangerous territory. She's seen enough, heard enough, to realize she can never truly go back to the way things were. If she turns away now, the guilt will follow her for the rest of her life. But if she pushes forward, the fallout could destroy a woman she once loved like family. In the end, it comes down to one impossible choice: protect an old friend who may not deserve it, or blow her world apart to save the man she loves, and reunite him with the child he's been denied. Either way, nothing will ever be the same. One thing is certain. The days ahead will test Holly Jonas in ways she's never imagined. Friendship, loyalty, and love are about to collide in a storm that could leave no one untouched. Will Holly risk everything to expose Sophia? Or will Sophia's web of lies tighten until it chokes out the truth forever? In Salem, the clock is always ticking, and the truth can't stay buried forever.